So let's continue from ring file. So I did some research and yeah, you can just keep the own object, own array inside Bloom. So we don't need to store the reference. And since we don't know size yet, we will store dynamic array. Therefore, we don't need any lifetime as of now. Rust float is like with just a prefix. We will see this error later. We need to have some error management. In Go, errors are defined using inbuilt library. But in Rust, we need to make use of some external library to have same experience. So let's install this error. This error will help us to I forgot the name. Let me just quickly search it. Okay, I will use cargo add since it dependency, not like binary. Yeah, it works. Let's import error from this error. And let's define errors. First, I will copy all the error literals. Then I will implement them in a struct. Now I will derive these threads error and debug it. Struct. I will name this ring error. Okay, let me just fix the syntax. This seems right, and let's define our first error by using this macro. Yeah, this is the right syntax. And first error. First it's error elements. I think it is an enum. Let me just check. Yeah, this seems right. Then next error, false positive. Next is false positive. I can remove error prefix since it is already inside enum. I remove the go reference code. Okay, we don't need comma here. And to return error, we can use result. To return bloom or the error, which is ring error. And then we can just return error here. Yeah, this seems right. Let's see next error. Okay, yeah, we need to use float. So we'll use this literal. This false positive is a float. And again, return the error. False. Ring error. False positive. In Rust, everything is required. Like so, we can create a bloom at the end. This will be M K mutex. We will use Rust mutex. So mutex.new, I believe. Yeah. And for now, we will just pass the 0. Add the semicolon. Remove this bloom. Let's save this as R size. This adds rs. This adds R bits. Now we need to also define get buffer size. So let's define it. Function size u64. Returns u64. Yeah. And yeah, we need to make an vector. Let's say R bits then. Yeah, it will be vector. I think this is vec. Yeah, short form. Let's define the vector. We can use this syntax, or we can just use, let's comment this for reference. Use vector with capacity. The size will be great. R size. We will Yeah, this seems right. Yeah, we need to create a balloon now. So let's call it B. Then bits are bits. Then hash R hash mutex mutex and size R size. Semicolon. And pass reference to a bloom. We'll return this as a result. We are passing own objects for now. And yes, semicolon. Semicolon. You can just use this. Something is wrong, let's see. Okay, now we need to close this. Yeah, let's say that. Okay, yeah. We need to cast. Let's see. Yeah, we need to cast. Let's see if we can use from. I'm not sure. Let's see. Elements. This seems to be working. We need to also cast this to float. Still error. Let's fix this now for now. I think it is ln. Yeah, this seems right. And to ln. I'm not sure if it will work. Let's see. Let's keep this as float 61. I mean it is for. Let's see if there is for here. Power 2. You can just pass this now. It should be float. This seems to be fine. Let's move on to this. Again, casting it. And to lock. This should be F61. And yeah, aim dot seal. There is no seal. Yeah. And A dot seal. And let's see result. It's cast this to U64. I think this will not work. Let's see. Yeah, there is no from thread, so let's cast this using as for now. V64. Yes. Now, yeah. This should return U size. Or you can just cast it here. Okay, and yeah, sorry, we need to return inside. Okay, B. Yeah. So our initiate function is done. Next, we will start with initiate my parameters from next video.